Hey y'all, we got a package. We got some nail polish. So Nail Reserve sent this over to me. I chose these four colors and they also sent over a top coat. So the first color is called Happy Birthday, and it was kind of decent that they reached out to me kind of like after my birthday. But anyway, that was cute. I felt like it was a little birthday gift. This next color is like a light grayish color called Cashmere. And then the next color we have, super, super pretty, probably one of my favorites out of the four. It's called Golden Crown. It does have glitter in it, and it incorporates some type of shine with a light pink. Y'all know I love some type of shine to my nails, whether it's with a stone or glitter. And then the last color we have is called Scandalous. And when y'all see the pigment of this and when I swatch it, I think the name fits perfectly. I also received a top coat. I definitely needed this, and I definitely want to see how good it is, how shiny it is. It is a no wipe top coat, which is perfect, so it won't leave like the sticky residue. And then last thing they sent over was a UV lamp or UV light. I love the fact how they have it personalized, and it also does come with the user manual. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be using my normal UV lamp that I normally use, only because I have all Apple products and I don't have a USB cable to connect it to my power source. But these are the colors, and we're going to go ahead and swatch them. So I just want to tell y'all a little bit about Nail Reserve. They are a nail company, obviously. They have like over 100 colors, and they introduce new colors each month. I love the fact that they are vegan, cruelty-free, and nine-free. Now, when I've seen this non-free thing in multiple places, like for multiple brands, and I never exactly knew what it was. So when I started doing a little bit of research and just reading into exactly what it is, just so I could be prepared for the voiceover and just telling y'all more about Nail Reserve and what they offer, it basically means that they've removed the most harmful chemicals. So there are 9 most harmful chemicals that they do not use in their formula, which I feel as though is great. I feel as though it's great because there are some people who use gel polish on their natural nail opposed to an acrylic nail or a press-on nail. So I feel as though that's very good, so it won't actually damage your natural nail. But they are also vegan and cruelty-free. So they don't use any animal-derived ingredients in their formula. And they also do not test their products, their gels, their ingredients, or any of their products on animals, which is great. The polish itself, like as I'm swatching them, it's pretty smooth, very buttery. It's not too thick, but it's kind of thin, but it's not like watery thin. It's like that perfect thin like consistency where it glides perfectly. I really don't know what other way to explain it or how to explain it, but it's not watery and it's not thick. I feel like if it was too thick, you would have to cure it longer, but it's the perfect consistency, y'all. It's really smooth, and then the pigment of it is so deep. The previous color, the cashmere, the light gray, I feel as though, well, I thought as though it was going to be super light or translucent or needed multiple coats, but that wasn't the case. I feel like that light gray was actually darker than this what color is this? This turquoise. This one is called Happy Birthday. So the cashmere to me was darker than the Happy Birthday. And then I feel like it was the darkest out of all of them, or the more pigmented out of all of them. But all of the colors themselves, they are pigmented pretty well. Now this color here, this Golden Crown, by far probably my favorite out of the 4. It is super cute. It's so cute, but it's simple, but still out there because it has glitter in it. And I'm not too sure if y'all going to be able to see it. Like you can see the little glitter specks a little bit, but it's so pretty to the point where you don't need a design. You don't need a rhinestone. You don't need anything on it. So this is how they look out of the lamp for 60 seconds. And the one thing I did notice is the orange, the Scandalous, is not as shiny as the others. And when I say shiny, I mean, y'all see the cashmere, the Happy Birthday, and the golden crown. It's shiny. The Scandalous is shiny, but it's still dull to the point where you can tell that it needs a top coat. So we're going to go ahead and add the top coat on all 4 of the nails, cure for 60 seconds, and then I definitely do see that the top coat did what it was supposed to do. It gave it that shine. Like, it's super shiny now. And the top coat, it definitely is a no wipe top coat. There was no sticky residue after curing them for 60 seconds. And the top coat is thinner than the polish, but it's not thick. I'm not a fan of the thick top coat and base coat, but I don't like it watery. I don't like no polish watery. Who would? But I think it's a good consistency. It could be just a little bit thicker, but it's still a good consistency. And here I'm just trying to give y'all the glitter effect from that golden chrome. Super pretty. All of the colors are pretty. So y'all see the orange is now just as shiny. All right, so I wanted to recreate this set. This is an inspo that I saw and did, but it was orange. And I didn't have the bright orange that I needed, but I feel as though this Scandalous from Nail Reserve would be perfect. And I wanted to recreate this design. I didn't do it on camera, but I wanted to recreate it because these are long and I wanted it on a short nail so I can actually wear them out the house and still be able to function. So the nail tips that I'm using, they already have like a pink base, or like a nude pink base where you don't have to polish it. And it also didn't come with like the shine, so you didn't have to buff it as well. So I'm just going in with designing. And the orange look is super, super pigmented to the point where you don't need a second coat, but out of habit, I'm going to do it. And I want the color to be super, super vibrant. It is the summertime, and I feel as though this is the perfect summer color. So I'm going to go ahead and just start doing the designs on each of the nails. And at this time, if you haven't done so already, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. We do everything ourselves over here in regards to making our own nails, our own lashes, doing our own hair, you know, DIY queens over here, okay? So yeah, definitely like this video. Consider subscribing and leave me a comment on some nail designs that y'all want to see. I will be doing like a chrome design, and I also will be doing the water droplet. Someone requested that. So I like when y'all request things. It gives me video ideas, and you know, it helps also to build up my own press-on set my press-on nail collection. Because y'all, I don't just make these nails and just wear them and throw them out. I honestly take them off the proper way and I save them. I put them in a little baggie, just like y'all saw with the green nails. I put them in a little baggie and put them right in my nail drawer just in case I want to reuse them again. And I do the same thing with the press-on nails that I get from Temu and all of my hauls. Definitely check out my hauls playlist on the channel because we do hauls too. We go shopping pretty much just about every week. So yeah, if you're into things like that, definitely consider subscribing. And I also want to say thank you to Nail Reserve again for considering me and sending me over these beautiful, beautiful colors to add to my collection. Just helping me build up my little colors so we can make some more nails, y'all, because I be zoned out. I have my little YouTube shows on or Netflix, be zoned out making these little sets and, you know, designing them. My sister actually wanted this set, y'all. She really wanted. And I'm like, I didn't size your nails. These full coverage tips are according to my nail sizes. And our nail beds, they are like completely different. She has wider nails and shorter nails, so I would have to size her up and just make her another set. But it's good that I have these colors, and the bottles that Nail Reserve sent me, they're not small. They are a nice size, whereas I'm sure it has a lot of polish in it. And I also love the fact that the colors, like you can see the color on the outside, whereas you won't have to swatch them on each nail. So when you go to make a set, you can know, like you can see the color that it is. You got the little clear little top. So I like that. So again, thank you so much, Nail Reserve, for sending me over these products. So if you guys are interested in purchasing your own products from Nail Reserve, I will have a coupon code and a direct link to their website. I will link all of that in the description box below. But yeah, y'all, I'm just going ahead and making a French on each of the nails except for one. Now, when it comes to the French design, I don't really have a technique. I do make a line in the middle and then just try to draw downward from from the middle point to each side. And for the most part, it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but I just do what I feel as though needs to be done, or feel as though what is right. And hopefully they all the same size and, one French not too bigger than the other. But for the most part, it did come out pretty good. And I only have one regret out of this set. And we'll talk about that when we get later on into it. And I'll show y'all at that part. But I'm just going in right here with a second coat of each color and just making it more brighter, even though it already is, but just making it more brighter and curing it for 60 seconds. I did find this inspo off Instagram, so if I can find it or remember to do so, I'll go ahead and post a picture as an overlay on the screen. But if not, I'm sure y'all saw this design plenty times before. But I'm going in with the little 3D croc little design. And I'm using the same color, Scandalous, from Nail Reserve, just to go ahead and achieve that. But y'all, is a dotting tool that you would use to make the design. I'm pregnant and I honestly did not feel like getting up to go get my dotting tool. I promise y'all I didn't. Like, my setup is hectic, but it works, okay? It's too much stuff in front of me to move out of the way. But nonetheless, I don't like pouring the acrylic powder on top of the design just so I won't make a mess because I'm very clumsy. But I'm using some cheap acrylic that I got from Family Dollar. I think it's from the brand Kiss. I'm not too sure. Don't get me to lying. But going in and dipping the nail into that. And I'm not dipping too hard where it would smash the 3D. It did a little bit, but it's fine. Anyway, I'm using the back of my nail art brush. And I got this brush from Amazon. I need some more because the bristles on here is hectic. But I'm going all the way down to the end of the French and just repeating the same thing on, I believe, 3 of the nails. Let me look at my hand. Yeah, 3 of the nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this part play out and just let y'all enjoy watching the design part. The designing part is really my favorite part. That's why I really like these little full coverage tips right here that I'm using, where you don't have to do much of the pre-gaming, like the shaping, the cutting, the buffing, things like that. You can just literally go in and just start polishing. And it's a good length. They not too long, not too short, where it's like you got stubs on your fingers, but it's a pretty good length. So yeah, I'm gonna let this play out like I said, and remember, leave me some comments down below in regards to what type of design y'all want to see. If you have any inspo pictures, you can definitely send it to my Instagram. I'll have that link in the description box below as well. I keep stumbling over my words because I'm trying to talk fast. Why, I don't know, but my bad if it's annoying y'all. All right, for the zebra design, I did use a matte top coat over it because y'all know I like my designs to pop, and I think that the matte brings out the design a little bit more, especially when it's painted designs. And right here is when I noticed that I needed a new nail art brush because the ends are supposed to be like pointy and it wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. Like, so I either have to cut some of the bristles down, make it a little bit more pointier, or just order some new brushes. And I might just go with the latter. But here you're literally just making lines and just easing up once you get to toward the end of the line so it can have that thin pointy like look. All right, so we're just finishing up here with a little cow print, and then we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. And then we're going to go in with the little orange line just on the designs, the animal print design fingers, and cure that as well. I did do 2 layers of the line, the French line on the nail print on fingers. So I'm just dusting off the excess acrylic powder that was on the crack design. And then we're going to go in and bling it out. Bling it out. Now, the inspo picture that I saw did not have the rhinestones. However, like I said previously, and like I say in all my nail videos, I need some type of bling or some type of shine. And because I didn't use the golden crown polish that Nail Reserve sent me, the little sparkle shiny color, then blinging it out is what we gonna do. So I'm just following the shape of this little squiggly design, I'm going to call it, and just putting the stones on. I'm using like big stones and then smaller stones for the ends of the squiggly design, and I'm using rhinestone glue to adhere those. And then we're going to cure that, and then we're going to get into the regret that I did with this set. But I can't change it. I tried to, but I'm not. And then when I do the other hand, I'm still going to do the same thing. All right, so we're going to use Nail Preserves top coat. And like I said, I really like this top coat. It's not too thin, not too thick, and it glides on just right. It can be a little thicker, like I said before, but it's okay. So now the regret. Y'all see I'm putting the top coat on the design, the animal print design. My stupid self go in and put top coat on the croc print. And it's like, it looked cute, but at the same time, the print is not as defined as I want it to be. But nonetheless, we still put it on. And then off camera, I'm like, okay, what if I put a matte coat on top? The matte coat on top, it did no justice. So either way, the set, the design came out really, really cute. The colors are bomb. Like the color coordination and the pigment, the brightness of it. Super, super, super cute. I love it. This Scandalous is super pretty. And like I told y'all before, I really like pinks, but this orange got me feeling a little scandalous. But we gonna go ahead and apply them with some regular Kiss Pink glue and show y'all how it's looking. Look, she is gorgeous, right? We added some cuticle oil around the cuticles, gave her a little bit extra shine, but that top coat is doing what it needs to be doing.